This is Brian Cumpton. He's with the Wells Fargo, right?
Yes.
Tell us about your company.
Wells Fargo is a top 10 bank in the United States and is the #1 retail mortgage lender.
And tell me how long time you with your company?
I've been with the bank in this business for 14 years.
And what is now specific about this market? Tell us something about what is specific about the market now.
The opportunities in the marketplace today it's a buyer's market, and buyers should come out and see the opportunities that sellers are giving them today and take advantage of it.
And still people can buy for 5% down, right?
You can buy a condo today with 5% down, in fact with 3.5% down.
FHA loan, right?
FHA loans at 3.5% down, conventional loans at 5% down.
And basically if someone buys a second house or something, that has to be 10%, right?
10% down on second homes, 20% down on investment properties.
Oh, in investment properties, 20% down, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's the difference because second home and is it that distance or?
Second home has to be in a second home desirable area and has to be 25 to 50 miles away from the primary home, and it cannot be rented out. You have to be occupied 2 weeks a year.
Okay, 2 weeks a year.
2 weeks a year.
Okay, that's very nice. What else is interesting in your company? What's going on there? People still buying, right?
We are buying. We have announced to buy Wachovia Bank, which will make us the largest U.S. bank here in the States.
And as I heard, you're in top 10 in the world by respect.
Oh, the top 10 safest banks. We're in the top 10 safest banks in the in the whole world. Global Finance did a study and ranked the top 10 safest banks, and Wells Fargo was the only United States bank to be in the top 10.
And they were judged by what?
Global Finance.
I understand, but like security, right?
To be the most secure and safest banks to work with.
Ah, that's interesting. So you're proud of your company?
Very proud. Very proud to be a Wells Fargo employee.
Okay. And the people still buying, right?
Absolutely. People are still buying. Contracts are coming in, and it's a great time to buy.
How about refinancing?
Refinancing is a great opportunity. If you bought over the last 6 months, rates are lower now. It's best you look into refinancing.
And for any advice to our viewers?
I'm sorry?
Any advice to our viewers?
Get out and look at property. It's a buyer's market, and take advantage of the seller's opportunities to be that have enabled it to be a buyer's market.
And basically, they should think about if they're first-time buyer, they can find out more about $7,500, tax relief.
Absolutely. If you're a first-time buyer, you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years, you can get a $7,500 tax advantage from the government to go out and purchase now.
And that goes $500 a year. And if you sell before 15 years is over, then you get all the money, right?
Right.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you, Tamara.
Have a